on this computer. We are recording, and I am going to, okay. So with your business, it is the very easiest to book parties within the parties that you're holding. If you do the math and you book 2 parties per party, you will have 8 parties, right? So right now we are training more toward booking, and I'm so sorry, we're gonna get so many beepers because I have people that are messaging me. But anyway, we are getting so many, we're training more toward 4 parties a week. And the reason for that is it is becoming, Pampered Chef is just becoming so much more virtual, and that is possible. And that is where you're going to see huge steps in the 4-in-1 system, where you hold 4 parties. For every 4 parties held, you should be able to add a teammate. I am very sensitive to people who are just starting their business or even are seasoned and they know what they're doing, feeling uncomfortable with their knowledge of the business and feeling like I just barely know what I'm doing, or I'm just getting the hang of it. How am I supposed to help train someone else? So what you guys need to understand is, at this point where you're at, that is my job, and that is Faith's job as my director, to help you guys onboard your new consultants, okay? So that's all I'm going to say about recruiting. That we will save that for a different time. But if you are one who is interested in leadership within the company, adding and growing your team and promoting to team leader and or director, then let me know, because we have some things in the works starting next week that we're getting started with, and I would love to chat with you more about that. Accept me. What? Is she in? Hold on. I think, I don't know, participants. Sorry, someone just messaged me and said, will you accept me? And I don't know what that meant. And okay, never mind. I don't know what she's saying. But anyway, so that being said, we're going to talk about booking parties within your parties, because if you don't have bookings, you don't have a business, right? So we want to make sure that we have full calendars, and whether you're booking 4 parties a week or working toward that, you want to have, I mean, based on what your goals are. Think about your goals. Think about your why for starting Pampered Chef, and what your financial goals are. And you want to be having at least that many parties to get that commission, okay? So I'm creating a document tonight, and I know I told Jenny I was doing it yesterday, but I didn't. But I am for sure. I'm not going to bed until it's done tonight. Creating a document on touch points with my guests and host. Mainly with my guests, because this is about booking. But I'm going to be also creating a graphic about touch points with offering the business to people, okay? So, because I'm excited. I have discovered and come into in the last 3 months where my business is thriving. And my business is thriving based on relationships that I build with people, with the people in my parties, with my hosts, and with you guys, okay? I'm really struggling right now. I really want to find a powerful team name for our team, because I started our team as the Practical and Pampered Chef, but that's really my brand. That's me. And I started our team as that because that's what I knew, but I want something more powerful. And I'm struggling because I don't like the word team, because I feel like we're more of a family than we are a team. We're here for each other. We encourage each other. And I know teams do that too, but I don't know. So I'm working on that. And with that, I'm going to talk about my touch points. If you guys have a pen and paper, you might want to write it down. I'm going to share my screen a little bit, but again, I'm kind of all over the place today. So, how many of you have the new Facebook on your computer? You only notice it on your computer. I know Jenny Jeannie does. I'm pretty sure Amy Lynn doesn't yet. And Rebecca's not sure yet. She was going to check her computer, but she knows how to check. Tilden, are you basically on your phone when you do your business?
No, I'm using both.
You're using both. Okay, perfect. Do you know how to check to see if you're on the new Facebook?
I do not.
Okay, I'm going to share real quick on how to check that, okay? All right, I muted you again, so if you need to say something, you can unmute yourself. I'm going to share real quick. Okay, so the way to check is, this is the old Facebook. I'm just going to go into one of my parties, and I probably have 18,000 chat messages open.
Do you have enough tabs open?
Well, yeah, I know. Here's the thing. This is my old Messenger. So this is the old school, how I used to have my Messenger open. And then I have my trackers and my parties for 5 parties. And then I have my 2 parties that are closing tonight. And then I have my business page open, and I have my business messenger open. And then I have one that's just for random. I know, it's crazy. Just don't judge. So I'm going to, Jenny Jeannie. All right. This is something that I started earlier and I don't need anymore. So this is how most everyone sees their Facebook page, right? This is the old school, the classic, they're calling it now. If you go up to this arrow right here, and again, you can only view this, I believe, on your computer. You go down to the bottom, and if you have access to it, it will say switch to new Facebook. It's pretty awesome. There are things that I love about it. Of course, now it's not going to do it, or what? Oh, for the love. Because I have 18 messages trying to come through. Oh, it's starting. It's because I need to reboot that page. But anyway, this is what it looks like. If I can get in there to it. This one. All right. This one. Oh, no, you can stop trying to think that you're going to help. What the heck? Oh, stop. Sorry, guys. Just keep getting kicked out of all the things. Okay, switch to new Facebook. Let's see, maybe this. Yes, reload. Thank you. Oh, it wasn't wanting to do it on that one because I had a message that I didn't need to send that was trying to go through. Okay. This is what the new Facebook looks like. There are a lot of things that I love about it. The main thing is, I don't know, those of you who use Post My Party, when we load the Post My Party app in the classic Facebook, it takes forever. So when I'm setting up my parties, I make sure that I'm in this new Facebook to set up my app because it takes 3 seconds and it's done, which I love. And I know Jenny Jeannie is going to love that too because we've chatted about that. The other really big, huge thing is the message button. And this is where my very first touch point comes in. And again, this is only available, it used to be available in the classic, but they took it away and now it's only available in the new Facebook. So if you have access to it, awesome. And once you get access to it, you will have it. So this is where you can message your guests from your business page and it goes directly in their inbox. For you, conversations will go through your business page inbox, which is fine. You just want to make sure that when you go to your business page, I think this is my business page. So I'm off my business page now. But when you are in your business page, that you are checking your inboxes. Let me see if I can find it. So I'm heading to my business page to show you. Here's my inbox here for my messages. So even though I am messaging someone through my business page, it's going directly to their inbox and it says that it's from me. For me, when they respond, it's actually coming up in my business page inbox right here. And in the old Facebook, it's up here. It says inbox across the top. So that's my first touch point, is from the very first point when they comment on a post, and it has to be a post that's posted as my business page, right? Then I have access to message them, and I try to message them. I have started to make a list of messages that I need to send, and I'm getting up in the morning and messaging those people. But once I've messaged them once, I have access to them through Messenger to build that relationship with them. And the message that I send, you will get in that document that I'm creating tonight, but it says something like, hey, whatever, I'm having so much fun in whose party? Karen's party. I'm so glad that you've joined us this week. What is it that I say? I've changed it a little bit for the COVID thing, but I'm pretty sure it's right here in this document. And then I just say, I'm so glad that you've joined us, how much fun, yada, yada. And then I say, I'm finding that now more than ever, people are looking for ways to connect with each other without leaving their homes. Hosting a party is a fun distraction that also provides mealtime solutions while everyone's cooking more at home. I'll be posting during the party. So this is, of course, before the party started, that I'm starting to reach out in these messages so that I have that duration of the party to build that relationship with them. I'll be posting during the party about hosting your own Pampered Chef party, and I had a fun idea. How would you like to surprise Georgia, is the name of the host when I did this, and be her first booking? She would be so excited, and so will you. Now, this is a piece that you guys can leave out if you want. You don't have to have it. I give gifts for people when they have a party of, or I'm sorry, this is a different message. Sorry. I do a drawing when I get 3 or more bookings in a party. I do a drawing for all of the new hosts. When we get 3 or more bookings, you can leave it out. It's fine. I'll be doing a drawing just for the new hosts. And so if you're not going to do that, you can just start right here at April hosts. April hosts gets $50 to $100 more in free product. Plus, they get to choose 60% off the deluxe cooking blender or the quick cooker. And Georgia will get credit for your party too, a win-win. I have, and then I offer my next 2 available dates. And then I say, which of these would work best for you and your friends? Now, if you are aiming to fill, like my 16th is full, I have nothing for next week on the 23rd. So, and of course I wouldn't book for the 16th now because my system would be all wonkadoodle, but I do offer this through the end of Sunday. I will book a party for the upcoming week as late as Sunday, sometimes Monday, depends. But so I'm offering only the 23rd because until I've booked 4 parties on the 23rd, I'm not offering my next available date for multiple reasons. And then I'm not asking a yes/no question. I'm asking a question that requires a response. Which of those dates would work best for you and your friends? Or how does that date work for you and your friends? And then they have to respond. Okay. Do they always respond? No, right? They don't always, and that's fine. But that is my first touch point. I reach out to them via message. I send them that message, and then I'm done. I know that I've reached out to them. I have trackers that I use, which I'm going to share the masters in our team page in case you want to use those, but they look something like this. And it's just where I can track because look, I have all of these customers. I have 5 parties going, you guys, and if every party has 20 people in it, that's 100 people that I have to keep track of. And this helps me with that, and it helps me keep track of my customer care as well toward the end. All right. So that's that. So I sent the business message to this person, that first touch point message here. So when I go back later and say, oh my gosh, Keisha was such a rock star, 3 days into the party, she's posting a lot of things. This is my second touch point. Oh my gosh, she is awesome. So I would send a message that says something like, oh my gosh, you are having so much fun in the party. Oh crap, I better undo those because now look, I'm going to screw myself up. You are having so much fun in the party, Keisha. You're what I call a party rock star. Have you ever thought of doing Pampered Chef as a business? So I offer that business opportunity to my rock stars. I'm going to start at the top with those people who really love Pampered Chef, who are really knowledgeable about Pampered Chef, who maybe feel like, or maybe you're listening and you're getting to know these people and you feel like, oh my gosh, they probably could use a little extra money. Or maybe they just really love to cook. Oh my gosh, you are so awesome. You love to cook. Have you ever thought of starting your own business with Pampered Chef? And then you build that conversation. And if they say no, then that's okay, because then you can offer them a party. Okay, so that's the second touch point. I start with that opening message to them, thanking them for joining the party and asking if they want to surprise their host, because people like to surprise their friends. They want their friends to keep getting more credit. So then rock stars I pay attention to. If someone has sent me their wish list, which I have posts in my parties about that, then I will go into my wish list, their wish list, and I will look and see what they have in it. And I will find out, oh my gosh, hey, they have the Rock Dutch oven, they have the manual food processor, and they have the mix and chop. I can get the manual food processor and the mix and chop for them for free, and then we can get them their Rock for 50% off. So I go through and I look at all my wish lists, and then I send everybody who sent me a wish list a message via that same little messenger button. Okay? If you do not have this button, if you don't have access to the new Facebook to have that button, if you're only on your phone, you can still do this. You would just hover over their name. Well, I'm in the new Facebook. Let me go into the old Facebook. Sorry, my pop down keeps popping up. It might do it here. Okay. Let me find a comment. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. Okay, it doesn't do it here either. Okay, I would go into members, then I'll show you the other way to do it, which is fine. And you want to send them a private message that's not through that message button. You want to be interacting as your personal page to have access to that. That's probably why I didn't. Okay, so you can just click right here, message. Or you can so you can hover over their name. This is what I was looking for. And you can send them a message. I'm already friends with her on Facebook. So any of these buttons that say add friend, I'm not friends with them yet. So I would hover over and I would just hit this message button. And you can send them a message. It'll go to their hidden messages folder, whatever. But I'm sending the message. And it's going to say something like, oh my gosh, Lacey, I just looked at your wish list and I am so excited. Did you know that I can get you your mix and chop and manual food processor for free when you have a party this month? And that Rock Crock, we can get it to you for 50% off. How would you like to host a fun Facebook party and provide your friends with distraction during these uncertain times and give them some recipes and cooking tips along the way? I have April 23rd available. How would that date work for you and your friends? Question mark. So that's another way. You go through your wish list and you offer that. Now, a lot of times your messages are going to go into their message request folder because you're not friends with them on Facebook yet. And that is okay, because then what you will do, and I did it in this party here, is you will go in and you will say something like, I didn't do it there, it must be this one. Nope, this one. Who is it? Which party? It wasn't that one. It was this one. Okay. Did my host just? Nope. Okay. All right, here we go. See if I can find it. Okay. So I would go in and I would say something similar to this, but it's not. But I would say, oh my gosh, Lacey, Kelly, and Bridget, I just looked over your wish lists. Go check your hidden message folder or, I sent you a message, but you may not see it since we're not friends on Facebook. Check out the image below to find out how to access your message request folder. So it's really easy, you guys. They just tap their name, and then they're in Messenger, they tap their name, and this message request folder comes up, and they just click that, and there my messages. So it's a real easy way to let them know that they have a message and have them check it, okay? And I do that for wish lists, and I let them know they have a message from me because I just looked at their wish list, and they're going to want to check their message, okay? So that's another way. So we've got our message button if you have access to the new Facebook. You have your rock stars, and you have your wish lists. So those are all ways that you can reach out to people. Another thing that Amy Lynn told me about this week, and I have put into practice in a certain way, which I'm going to share with you guys next month. I'm kind of trying out a few new things, and once I find that they're successful for me, then I'm going to share them with you guys, because I don't want you guys changing anything up if you're rocking your businesses already and you don't have to. So one thing that she shared with me that she heard in a training was giving people tickets or points or whatever for waving to you. So you can add that in part of your, like you can earn tickets by XYZ, or, commenting on posts if you wave to me through Messenger, because when they do that, you guys, then you have access to them through Messenger and you can send those messages and start building those relationships with them. So that's another suggestion on how you can gain access to them through Messenger if you don't have that message button or you just work from your phone. Then I'm going to check my tracker real quick to make sure that I'm okay. Business page. I also send them friend requests. I let them know the day before that I'm going to be sending friend requests, and they get extra tickets if you do tickets for sending me a friend request first, which is awesome. And when they send me a friend request, before I've sent it or as they're accepting my friend request, and I see that it comes on, then I send another little message. So it's all about building the relationship, having that contact point, and just really showing them that you appreciate that they're hanging out with you during that week. They're there for their friend, but you're learning more about them too. So you can, once they start doing that, I send a little message that says, oh my gosh, thanks so much for hanging out. And usually when I do it, it's the day before or the day of when they're accepting or sending them to me, my Q&A. So I do a live question and answer about the Pampered Chef business on Sunday evenings in all of my parties. And so the little message that I send says, oh my gosh, thanks so much for accepting my friend request or sending me a friend request. I'm having so much fun with you in the party. Don't forget tonight at 7:00, I'm answering all the questions that you have about the business. Make sure you find the Ask Me Anything post. It has my face and says, ask me anything, and ask your questions there, or you can ask them live. So I do that, and that's just one little thing that I just reach out to them, another contact touch point. And then as they place orders, that's the next one. I have stopped thanking people in my parties, something that I started the past couple of weeks, because when you have 100 guests in a week or more and you're getting 10, that's 50 people if you have 10 orders per party. So it's about 50 people that you're having to spend time thanking in the parties. I'm not doing that anymore. Thank you to my friend Jody Dillman for telling me not to do that anymore, because it has really helped, because I'm already busy and the host should be thanking their people. So that's what I've started to do. I give her verbiage the Saturday before her party starts and let her know, as people start placing orders, you're going to get notifications through your Facebook page, through your email. And when you get that, here are some thank you graphics you can use, and here's some words that you can use to thank them for their order. And the words that I use have, it just has some things that I do, just let them know that their card's not going to be charged until, let's see if I can find it. Where did I put it? Oh, it's not in this. It's in a different document that I don't have right now. But yeah, it's going to tell them that their card's not going to be charged until the day that I plan to submit the party with the host. It lets them know that they get the free tortilla warmer or whatever when their order hits $80. It lets them know I do free gifts for the $100 orders. And it also lets them know that if they forgot to add anything, they can just contact me and I will make sure to add it to their order for them. So there's that. And then the host does that. I give them a little nudge when they get their first order, like, oh my gosh, you got your first order. How exciting. Go ahead and go and choose one of those thank you graphics I sent you and make sure to add the message that I gave to your thank you to your friend. How exciting. They're starting your party off for you. Bang. That's it. They go and do it. And then from then on, I don't send it anymore. I just let them know that it's in their email. They can find out who ordered there, and that's it. I don't remind them from then on out. And then on my end, I send them a text message. So the text message that I send, I'm going to open that. I am going to open that document. The text message that I send says something like, thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thanks again for hanging out with us during Georgia's party and for your order. I know you're really going to love your products. Okay, this is that thank you that I send them. Just a reminder, your card won't be charged until I submit the party. So I'm telling them again here. It's posted in the party. If the host is thanking them, it's there, and they're tagging them, so they should see it. So it's multiple times I'm letting them know, even though they still forget. Anyway, and then it says, I'm so excited for you to get your product. I'd like to confirm you're having your order shipped to, and then I put the address that I got in my email or that's in Consultant's Corner in the party. I add that address. Is that right? So you guys, I usually do this through a text message unless I'm already friends with them on Facebook or I have access to them through my business page Messenger. The reason I send them this via text typically is because I know I'm going to get a response. And 99% of the people, the number that they give you, it's a cell phone and they get text messages. Very rarely, I maybe get 1 or 2 a week out of all of my parties that they don't respond to my text message or it's a landline. So it doesn't happen very often, but text messaging is really, really a great way. And you can also let them know, hey, I wanted to connect with you through Messenger too. So you have a message in your box and you can send them the graphics, the screenshot graphics, and I'll share those with you. You guys can use mine, that's fine. So you let them know, and then because they want to make sure that you know that you're sending it to the right place. So they'll usually be like, yeah, that's great, thank you. Then I follow up with, and I've changed this, because what I was saying makes it sound like they weren't able to afford everything, and I don't want that. So now I say, was there anything anything from your wish list that you didn't get during this party? Because that sounds nicer. And then they'll say, no, I have everything I need, thanks. That's usually the response I get because I'm being honest. Or they'll say, oh my gosh, I totally I absolutely would love to have the quick cooker, or I would love to have the stainless steel mixing bowl set. Because those, I mean, of course the quick cooker is really expensive, but the stainless steel bowls are spendy too. So if they said the stainless steel, regardless of what they say, if they do say something, then I mean, the quick cooker, of course, I'm going to offer them the 60% off, right, this month. So I would say, oh my gosh, I am so excited to tell you that I can get you that quick cooker for $99.60. Did you know that that's a 60% discount? I very rarely just leave it at 60%. Sometimes I do, like in that first message I do, but when someone's really wanting it and the reason they didn't get it is because it's $350, or, well, that one's not $350, that's the blender, however much it is, $280. And that's probably why they didn't get it. To find out that they can get it for less than $100, that's going to be pretty awesome. So, and on top of that, all of the other things on your wish list, we can get you for free or half price. And hosts in April get an additional $50 to $100 off in free product. I would totally love to, I use totally a lot, whatever. You guys use your words, but, and of course I'm making the document too, but I would love to party with you and your friends. I have the 23rd available. How would that work for you guys? Bam. And sometimes I cut and paste. I was talking to Rebecca about this earlier, but other times, because I've built that relationship with them during the party before they ordered, some people order way early, but for the most part, I've built that relationship within the party with them. It's going to be easy for me to just whip out the words, just typing it out. And it might not be the canned one. And that's what you want. You want genuine, you want sincere. Anyway, and sometimes they will say, this, I don't use this anymore. So I need to update this form. But if they say no, okay, I'm going to go back. So say they say, no, I have everything I need. I still lead out with, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you got everything you need. And then I say, I'm finding now in these uncertain times, people are looking for, and then I go on with the blurb about, everybody's wanting to have a distraction and all of that. And then I do did you know that in April you could get whatever, and then your host gets X, and I just go on with the rest of that message to offer them the booking opportunity as well. So that's another point. So I text message them when their order comes in, thanking them for their order, confirming that their address is correct, and continuing that conversation with them. Okay. So that's another touch point. And then the final one is the last day of the party. I do my Fab 5. Now, I know I've talked to a lot of you about the Fab 5. I'm going to see if I can pull that up. So basically what that is, I don't know if I can, maybe I can open this. Okay. So this is where I change the name of the party to something like, if it's not qualifying already, I'll do orders due at midnight tonight. I give the date. Georgia is $130 away from activating rewards. I have found, you guys, since January that the majority of people don't get their order in until the last day of the party. I don't know why that is, but that's what's happening. I mean, I had a party a couple weeks ago. On Monday, I start my parties on Thursday. They run through Monday. Orders are due at midnight. I close with the host on Tuesday. That's how my parties run. And I had a party that started when I was doing my Fab 4 on Monday morning. It had $20 and it ended up closing over $700. All of those orders came in on Monday. It was crazy. I was like, what is going on? But I really believe that had I not done this, and had I not had my host send messages, she probably would have barely qualified. So this Fab 4 really does work. I do Fab 5 because I add a bonus to it, and I'm going to share that with you. So I changed the party name. If it is qualifying, then I would say something like April is $183 from her next reward level. Orders due by midnight tonight, and then I do the date, the month, and then the day. But I never go for the minimum. I always give them $100 more than what it is to help bump that level up. That'll bump up your orders that are being sent, because people are like, oh my gosh, I need to get my order, and I'm going to place a good order because look, I'm going to get her closer to that next level. And I kind of explain that here if you're using my host coaching document. So that's changing the party name. Then you can post in the party, which I don't do this. This is part of my host coaching. I actually give this piece to my host to post that day. See if I can pull it up. Let's see if Carla did it right. One of my hosts kind of struggles with getting her images posted, but we'll see. Oh, that's my sister. Let me see if she got hers posted today. So basically I give her a couple of graphics to post. One of them is a let's see. I'm just doing it this way because I don't have it completely set up the way that I want to. So boop, boop, doo. Sorry. You guys get to see all my party posts for today. Okay, right here. So this is what I gave her yesterday to post. Thanks for joining me. Today's the last day of the Facebook party, yada, yada. I get credit when you host a party or order. Don't forget the things that you need that are upcoming. And then I say, click the link to my personal site. Orders are due by midnight tonight. So she's doing that. She didn't say how much. Sometimes I send how much they need, but I actually save that for her messages that she sends to her friends. So as far as the Fab Five goes, this piece where it's posting, including their party link, I don't post that. I give that to my host to post. And then she sends her messages to everybody. I have them tag the last day of the party when I've extended it. So I do this a little bit different too. I have them tag all of their guests in the party's extended, don't forget, get your orders in, whatever post. And then having the host send them a private message saying, I'm this close to my host reward goals. And you'll know if your host has done it because orders will start coming in that morning and afternoon. But if she hasn't, more than likely, she's not going to get the orders. And then the last thing that I do, and this is the last thing I'm going to share, this is my last touch point, and it's my final message. So my host sent messages, and I'm going to actually stop sharing now, I think. Because, oh my gosh, you guys, it's dark in my house. So I need to turn my light on. What is happening? Okay, so the last thing is I send messages around between 4 and 7 o'clock. So that's kind of why my day was a little bit wonky today, because my parties are closing today. Yesterday was super busy too, because on Mondays from 4 to 7, I send messages to everyone also. Whether I'm friends with them on Facebook or not, I send them a private message, and my message to them says, oh my gosh, thanks again for hanging out in April's party. I was so happy that you joined us this week. We're closing the party tomorrow. I want to make sure that you get your order in because I don't want to forget about anybody. That's not what I say, but it's something along those lines. Were you planning on ordering before we close tomorrow? ? Order link, boom. I send it, and then I send the guest special with it too, so that they have that. They have the order link and they have the guest special to see what they can get when their order hits $80. So that's what I do. And I see orders coming in even in the evening once I've sent that. So then what I do, because I'm not friends with all of them, I go into the party and I send that message with those screenshots. Hey guys, everybody has a message from me. Make sure that you go and check it out. Because we're not friends on Facebook, you might not see it. So here are some images on how to find your message request folder. Then I tag everyone who has not ordered in that, because that's who I've sent messages to, the people who haven't ordered. sometimes I accidentally send messages to people who have ordered. And I realize, oh, shoot. And I go back and I'm like, oh, my gosh, just ignore me. You totally already ordered. That's if I can't remove the message in time. Because I'm known for removing messages because it's awesome. All right. I know that was a lot of information. I know I talked a lot, but has that, you guys can unmute yourselves now. Has that helped with obtaining bookings within your party? Different touch points, different avenues that you can go to reach out to your guests. Has that been helpful?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Does anybody have any questions? I know I talked a lot. I'm good at that. Any questions? No? Okay.
Bless you.
Oh my gosh, my boys are finally home in the nick of time.
We made it back.
You made it back.
Yeah. It was kind of like we went down a so steep hill.
Did
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hey, Keller. Hi, Brooke.
Lynn. Hi, Grammy and Lynn.
Grammy Lynn.
I love it. My grandchildren call me Yaya, though.
Won't
Oh,
you take this off, please?
okay, I need to finish my meeting. Can you give me 2 more seconds?
Yes.
Thanks. 1, 2, done.
Okay.
All right, so if nobody has any other questions, I'm going to work on that document that has all the touch points, yes, all the words and all the things and when to do all the things, and I will send it to each of you individually, and I'm going to also add it to the new consultant guide that we have. I'm also going to just post it in the team page too, and let everybody know that it's also on the new consultant guide. I hope that was helpful.
I think so.
I am finding so much. I was telling someone, I'm not sure who, but I have not had to sit down and be like, oh my gosh, I need bookings on my calendar.
That was me.
Okay. I have not had to do that since the end of January, because I have been successful at booking. And I'm talking about in January, I was not holding. It was the very last week of January that I held my very first week of having 5 parties in 1 week. And since then, I think I've had 1 week out of the next 8 to 10 that I had less than 2 parties in a week. And most of them I have at least 3. So it's definitely doable. People are spending money. People are wanting to cook more at home because they have to. So Pampered Chef is like, here, people are there. People are wanting it. So as long as you reach out to everyone, and remember, for every 10 no's, you will get a yes. So go for the no. And it may not be, you may get 3 no's and then get a yes and then get 20 no's. Okay, it's not going to necessarily be that. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys. How did I do? I'm trying to really be good on time. I talked for an hour. Oh, wait, no, I didn't, because we had
We
fun
played a game.
with our little icebreaker. Was that fun? Yes. Okay. So I may, for our team huddles, I may put one of you in charge of an icebreaker game. How does that sound?
Icebreaker.
Coming up with an icebreaker game? I think that would be
Mom,
fun.
can I play with you?
All right, yeah, that's executive decision. We're going to do
Can I
that.
play with you?
I'll
Okay.
assign one of you an icebreaker.
Can I play with you?
What?
Can I play with you guys?
Shh. What did you say, Jenny Jeannie?
Oh, I was talking to my daughter.
Oh,
Sorry.
stop. All right.
She just got over here. So.
Thank you guys. I've had my one-on-ones with each of the 3 of you. And Tilden, you have Jenny Jeannie. She is awesome, taking care of you. But feel free to reach out, okay? If you have any questions and Jenny's not available or whatever, which she always is, I have a feeling. I'm the one that tends to not do sometimes. But you can always feel free to reach out to me and ask me any questions or whatever, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and stop this recording.